Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking you along on our unexpected journey from Paris to Lisbon on June 29, 2024. So the day started off with a bit of hiccup. Our morning flight was cancelled, which meant a change of plans, but no worries. We managed a snag an alternative flight with TAP Portugal in the afternoon. One of the first things we noticed was that many of the taxi drivers here are Indian. In fact, our taxi driver, whose name was Nishant, was from Rajasthan. He gave us a few insider tips on the exploring city, which was awesome. As we made our way through the streets, we quickly realized that the Portuguese are absolutely obsessed with football. It felt like everywhere we looked, people were juggling with footballs, showing off their skills, and even collecting money on the streets. It was such a cool vibe. Football is not just a sport here, it is a way of life. And then there is the architecture. Lisbon is like a breath of fresh air compared to Paris. The buildings here have a completely different style, so colorful and vibrant, with tiles that tell stories and narrow, winding streets that are just begging to be explored. It is a fascinating contrast to the elegance of French architecture. Walking through these winding alleys feels like stepping back in time. Every corner has its own story to tell. The streets are lined with beautiful traditional buildings, many of them decorated with those iconic Portuguese styles. As we made our way through the maze of streets, we stumbled upon some incredible graffiti. Lisbon street art scene is vibrant and alive, with colorful murals and creative pieces popping up in the most unexpected places. Each piece tells a different story. Some are political, some are cultural, and others are just pure expressions of creativity. It is like walking through an open-air art gallery. Lisbon is full of this kind of amazing historical landmarks. It is like the city was built around them, with centuries of history nestled between the cafes and shops. And speaking of history, you can't talk about Lisbon without mentioning its famous old trams. Today we are taking a leisurely walk through one of the Lisbon's most vibrant spots, the dining areas and markets that lead all the way down to the sea. Lisbon is famous for its food, and as we walk, the smells from all the amazing restaurants and cafes are just incredible. We are now getting closer to the waterfront and the air is starting to change. You can feel the cool breeze from the Tagus river as we walk towards it. The view here is just stunning. The Tagus river, or Rio Tejo as the locals call it, has always been a lifeline for Lisbon, stretching for over 1,000 kilometers. It is the longest river in the Iberian Peninsula, and it is right here that it meets the Atlantic Ocean. I am presently passing through the one of the biggest food court of Lisbon. It's time to go back to hotel. The city is full of monuments. It is time to treat myself to some amazing ice cream. On the next day, we are in for a classic Lisbon experience, catching one of the city's iconic electric trams and heading towards some of the most famous landmarks spread along the Tagus River. Lisbon's electric trams are more than just a mode of transportation, they are a symbol of city's history and charm. There are some vintage trams as well that have been rattling through the streets for over a century. And there is no better way to start your morning than by hopping on one as the city wakes up. You can't miss the stunning 25th of April bridge, often compared to San Francisco's Golden Gate. Stretching across the Tagus River, it is one of the most impressive sights in the city, especially in the soft morning light. You can see an aeroplane soaring high above, likely heading to or from Lisbon Airport, which is just across the city. There is something magical about seeing a plane against the backdrop of the historic river. The Tagus has been central to Lisbon's history, guiding explorers and traders alike. As we walk closer, you can see one of the Lisbon's most famous landmarks coming into view, the Monuments of Discoveries. As we walk closer, you can see one of the Lisbon's most famous landmarks coming into view, the Monuments of Discoveries. The striking structure was built to honor the Portuguese age of exploration, and it is a tribute to the brave souls who set out from these shores to explore the unknown. The monument is massive and it's shaped like a ship's prow, with statues of historical figures like Prince Henry the Navigator. The details are incredible, and standing here you can almost feel the spirit of adventure and must have driven those explorers centuries ago. I am already late. I have a train to catch to Albufeira. So for now, I shall say goodbye to the city of Lisbon. Hope to see you again. Don't forget to like my video, share my video and subscribe my YouTube channel. It takes lot of effort to shoot, edit and voice over all the videos. Hope you will support my channel to grow it further. See you again from another part of the world.
Adeus a todos.